Every gardener knows the frustration of soil that refuses to cooperate. Water drains too fast, nutrients vanish, plants wilt, and roots rot inexplicably. Yet, across history, civilizations from the Nile Delta to northern Europe built entire food systems on clay-rich soils that, well, modern gardeners would consider impossible. These soils, once feared for their density, actually contained a secret that modern techniques are only now rediscovering. Understanding it transforms a struggling garden into a thriving ecosystem. The trick lies not in fertilizers, fancy tools, or commercial amendments, but in working with the natural properties of clay, the way ancient farmers always did. Once you see it, every garden problem becomes solvable. Clay soil was once treated as the foundation, not the enemy. Ancient farmers observed that clay held water longer than sand, resisted erosion, and stored nutrients in a form plants could gradually access. They didn't see it as heavy and unworkable. They understood that moisture retention is critical during dry periods and that clay particles act like a slow-release nutrient bank. Modern gardeners often struggle because they attempt to fight clay's density with endless compost or sand. But these approaches ignore the soil's natural structure. The ancients knew that gentle manipulation, mixing in organic matter in the right proportions and timing, improved fertility without destroying its integrity. The secret lies in layering clay with organic matter and patience. Historical records show that communities from ancient China to medieval Europe enriched clay beds by adding chopped straw, composted plant matter, and even animal manure in alternating layers. This method created a sponge-like medium. Water infiltrated slowly, nutrients were captured, and roots could penetrate dense layers without drowning. Modern gardeners can replicate this by starting with a base of clay, loosening it lightly with a broad fork rather than tilling aggressively, and layering organic amendments gradually over months or seasons. Unlike chemical fertilizers, this approach strengthens the soil over time, rather than temporarily masking deficiencies. Understanding clay's water behavior is critical. Clay particles are tiny and attract water, but if compacted, they suffocate roots and prevent drainage. Ancient cultivators used gentle contouring, raised beds or mounds to ensure water flowed evenly without pooling. They never buried seeds in raw, compacted clay. Instead, they created a textured surface that allowed roots to access moisture while air circulated. Applying this today involves observing how water moves after rain. Instead of overworking the soil, create subtle ridges or incorporate coarse mulch on top. Even just lightly breaking the surface with a fork before planting can prevent waterlogging while preserving the soil's natural retention abilities. Clay's nutrient-holding power is honestly unmatched when treated correctly. Where modern gardeners chase after soluble fertilizers that just wash away in heavy rain, ancient farmers relied on clay's cation exchange capacity, its ability to trap positively charged nutrients like potassium, calcium and magnesium, and then release them slowly to plants. This really explains why crops thrived on clay soils without constant intervention. You can actually mimic this by adding mineral-rich amendments such as finely crushed rock dust, oyster shell or bone meal directly into clay beds. When you combine these minerals with organic matter, they become locked in the clay matrix, gradually feeding your plants throughout the growing season instead of being flushed away. Clay also supports life beneath the surface, you know. Healthy clay soils teem with microbes, fungi and earthworms when managed properly. Ancient farmers never sterilized the soil or removed weeds indiscriminately. They understood that living soil is resilient soil. By encouraging microbial diversity, clay can help control pests, break down organic matter into nutrients, and improve soil structure naturally. Modern gardeners can foster this by using cover crops, green manures, and minimal chemical interventions, allowing life to flourish beneath the surface instead of trying to force productivity with quick fixes. Practical applications begin with observation and gentle intervention. To turn clay into a garden ally, start by mapping how water moves across your plot, noting where pooling occurs and which areas dry out fastest. Loosen dense spots without turning the soil completely, then layer organic matter over time, rather than in one heavy application. Monitor plant growth and gradually introduce amendments like mineral dust or compost tea. By working with the soil's natural tendencies rather than against them, even stubborn clay beds can support lush vegetables, flowers and perennial shrubs that modern lightweight soils often struggle to sustain. The larger lesson is that patience and respect for natural properties outweigh force and speed. Ancient gardeners knew that soil is not a passive medium but a living ecosystem. They built fertility gradually, allowed layers to interact, and never tried to solve clay with brute force alone. Modern gardeners who adopt this mindset find that problems like poor drainage, nutrient deficiency, and inconsistent growth become manageable, or vanish entirely. The secret isn't magic, it's observation, consistency, and cooperation with nature. Clay soil, once considered a curse, is now a hidden advantage for modern gardens. By emulating historical practices, layering organic matter, respecting moisture patterns, enriching with minerals, and fostering life beneath the surface, you can transform difficult plots into resilient, fertile landscapes. Working with clay turns every common gardening problem into an opportunity for innovation and sustainability. If you want to keep uncovering these time-tested strategies and turn your garden into a thriving ecosystem, subscribe to Hydrohaven, share this video with friends who love history and gardening, and join us in bringing ancient soil wisdom back to life.